Hi everyone, I'm Mark Wesley, Product Communications Manager at realme. Thanks for joining us for today's product launch. Back in 2018, we started the realme brand with a simple, ambitious idea: to make tech innovations accessible for youth around the world. Empowering the world begins with empowering youth, and that is why youth have always been our focus from day one. Our number series phones captures the core of what we are all about at realme, and that is getting essential tech into millions of hands to keep our users competitive at any price point. When you get a number series phone, you are tapping into the power of what we call leap forward technology. And that means technology that will help you make leaps in your own life. Power meets style was the slogan of our very first product release, the Realme 1. From the Realme 1 in 2018 to the Realme 10 today, we have always stuck to our roots. We have always focused on not only top performance, but also top design and top style. Our very first product launch was a very simple one, but it was a significant moment for us because it was the start of a journey that has empowered and inspired millions of people around the world. The Realme number series alone has reached 50 million users worldwide in just 4 years. That's astonishing growth and the fastest of any smartphone brand ever. It's through our commitment to our realme fans and our commitment to making outstanding products that we have achieved this growth. We have expanded from a single product to 4 product lines: entry-level, mid-range, mid to flagship, and flagship, each built around users and their needs. And that's how we've come from being an unknown brand to leading the game in the mid-range. Leading the game for us is not all about numbers. Leading the game means making products that can make a difference in users' lives, no matter their budget. That means products that can keep them competitive and empower them to do more. It's this mindset that has taken us to where we are today. Our fans say the same. We always pay close attention to the way our fans talk about our products, because that's the realest feedback you can get. And the things our fans love most about our products happen to be the things we care most about: competitive products with leap forward technologies, essential features at an accessible price point, and not only outstanding power, but also outstanding design. You get this with every realme product. The reason we do what we do is to empower, and that's why every product, every release will always have at least one leap forward technology that is the absolute best in its price segment. That's a promise we have stuck to over the past 4 years. Back in 2018, when most phones still had wide bezels and even physical buttons, we were one of the first brands to bring a truly full screen phone to the mid-range, making it no longer a flagship-only feature. In 2019, the Realme 5 pushed the boundaries even further by bringing a flagship-level quad camera to the mid-range, making pro-level photography no longer flagship-only. In 2020, the Realme 7 brought the 67-watt fast charging to the mid-range, when all other major players were only offering 30 watts, setting a new standard for others to follow and making fast charging no longer flagship only. And in 2021, the Realme 9 broke all the rules of the segment with a light-changing design that really stood out and cut through all the other boring and safe designs in the segment, making expert design no longer flagship only. So now, in 2022, what will be the next leap? How will we continue to break all the rules of the segment and continue leading the game? This year, we're aiming higher than we've ever aimed before. We're looking to make not only segment-leading products, but segment-leading products that will sweep through the competition, making your choice easier than ever. The number series as a whole will be more focused than ever, focusing on quality and essentials above all. We have decided to consolidate all of our resources into 2 to 3 major product releases per year, rather than multiple minor ones. By releasing fewer products, we can really focus on delivering an absolute best-in-class product experience that simply smokes the competition. The number series will also be more user-centered than ever. That means being youth-focused above all, making products with features that youth need most, with more generous sales and promotions catered to youth, and more events targeted at building a community of youth around the world. And of course, the number series will be more ambitious than ever. We're going all in on our leap forward mindset, and we'll be bringing the absolute best products this segment has ever seen. The 3 areas our fans care most about will be our new focus: performance, display, and design. In these 3 areas, you can expect best-in-class products with best-in-class technologies. The Realme 10 is the first phone born out of this new focus, and it's here to shake things up. We're calling the Realme 10 the segment Terminator, because that's precisely what this phone was made to do: to bring never-before-seen power to this price segment and blow everything else out of the water. Segment-leading power is coming to 4 areas of the Realme 10, 4 areas our fans care most about. And of course, that starts with gaming. One of the top reasons that our fans switch to our products from other brands is because our performance is simply better and more reliable at the same price point. We wanted to find a way to make it even better. We took a deep dive into how to deliver a standout gaming experience and took what we learned to make something significantly better. Standout gaming experience starts with solving 2 key problems: frame rate and power consumption. Especially for GPU-intensive games like PUBG, it can be difficult to maintain a high FPS when, say, the frame rate suddenly drops from 40 FPS to 30. You feel your characters stutter and lag. The experience can kind of feel jumpy and inconsistent, and it pulls you out of the action. GPU-intensive games are also power-hungry, and that leads to heavy power consumption. Nobody wants to be reminded to charge their battery while in the middle of action. And nobody wants to charge their phones multiple times a day just to enjoy their favorite game either. So what's the solution? Of course, performance starts from the core, and that means a best-in-class chipset. The MediaTek G99 chipset is an octa-core chipset and a power user's dream. 8 cores means more processing power, more speed, and more efficiency. With a best-in-class chipset comes a best-in-class Antutu benchmark score. The Realme 10 is the only phone in this price segment that can boast an Antutu benchmark score of over 400,000. And that's because the G99 chipset powering it is perfectly optimized for efficiency and power. Even compared to other phones with the same G99, the Realme 10 delivers stronger performance because of the way our hardware and software work in unison. You also get superior CPU performance, capable of delivering up to 2.2 GHz, meaning the power to process 2.2 billion instructions per second. Compared with the previous generation, the CPU performance gets a 25% bump in performance, while the overall performance is improved by a remarkable 40%. That means the CPU will complete tasks quicker, so you can spend less time waiting for the screen to load and more time right in the action. Major improvements are coming to the GPU as well, with 1 GHz of computing power for a strong and efficient parallel computing. When you look at the performance of our GPU compared with our competitors, you see a 78% performance boost. And that's because of the way our hardware and software are tuned to work in unison. This becomes evident when you turn to a game like Wild Rift. Even with its high demands on GPU, the Realme 10 can still maintain a stable frame rate of 60 frames per second. And if we turn to PUBG, one of the most demanding games out there on GPU, the fact is that the G99 chipset is the only chipset in this price segment that can deliver stable 40 frames per second. But even compared to other G99 chipsets in this price segment, the Realme 10 still delivers a more stable gaming experience thanks to the way that our chipset is optimized for high efficiency power. The G99 powering the Realme 10 is the most powerful and efficient this segment has ever seen. And when you get into the details, you can see why. The G99 packs 6nm process technology with 211% higher transistor density compared to the previous generation. With more transistors in the same space, you get less loss in power in performing tasks. In fact, the G99 chipset powering the Realme 10 has 20% lower power consumption compared to the previous generation, allowing it to sustain PUBG at 40 FPS for an incredible 9.41 hours. You also get a massive 5,000 mAh battery that will be more than sufficient to get you through full days of heavy gaming. And 33-watt charging that can take you from 0% to 50% charge in just 28 minutes. This all adds up to best-in-class gaming experience. With the Realme 10, you get best-in-class chipset performance, best-in-class Antutu benchmark score, best-in-class power efficiency, and best-in-class frame rate. The Realme 10 takes gaming performance to another level, a level this price segment has never seen before, with a super stable frame rate for gaming and super efficient power consumption for power that lasts. With best-in-class gaming performance, poor gaming experience has now been terminated. In making this Terminator phone, we sought to make the most powerful phone this price segment has ever seen. And that means targeting lag, delay, and freezing. Just like with gaming performance, we took a deep dive into finding out what problems users typically face at this price segment. Slow app switching, slow app launching, and limited storage space. These all make for a slower phone that feels clunky. Users shouldn't have to face these problems at this price segment. The solution is 16 gigabytes of dynamic RAM, perfectly optimized for efficiency. You get a whopping 8 gigabytes of RAM built in, more than sufficient even for the most demanding games. And with the option of dynamic RAM, you can even allocate up to 8 gigabytes of your phone's memory into RAM, all through your software. More RAM gives you more raw power to play with. With the Realme 10, you can run 18 apps at the same time, allowing for next level productivity and multitasking. And speed is coming in a major way. Over 50% faster app cold launching compared with other 6nm chips of its class, and over 40% faster hot launching. Get instant response from all the apps you use most often, making every experience just that much more seamless. Everything about this phone is best in class, with the best-in-class G99 chipset, best-in-class Antutu score, and best-in-class gaming experience in combination with other power features like 16 gigabytes dynamic RAM, 6nm process, and 1 terabyte of external memory. This is a combination made in gaming heaven. Raw power meets efficiency for a sweeping game experience that will make you more competitive than ever. The Realme 10 takes seamless user experience to another level, with segment-leading smoothness, accomplished through sheer power and efficiency. Everything feels instant and responsive, just like it should. With best-in-class smoothness, lag, delay, and freezing have now been terminated. The power you get in the Realme 10 is already the best in this price segment, but we wanted to do something really special this year and bring segment-leading power not only to the internal performance, but to every area of this phone, and that means display. You know a dull display when you see one, especially when you compare it side by side with a good display. The colors look flat, it looks difficult to view under direct sunlight, and you get noticeable image trails when interacting with the software. The solution is a best-in-class display that not only includes an ultra-fast 90 Hz refresh rate, but also a brilliant Super AMOLED display, the same impressive hardware used in our 9 Pro Plus. When you get into the details of the display, you see just how impressive the colors are. With the Realme 10, you get a 4 million to 1 contrast ratio. Compared with typical LCD displays, there's no contest. All your favorite games, movies, shows, and entertainment will be miles brighter with deeper, richer, more accurate colors that come to life. At this price segment, most of the competition only offers 60 Hz displays, 33% slower than a 90 Hz display. This is a difference you will feel with everyday use. Faster scrolling with content-heavy pages and apps, sharper-looking visuals, and smoother interactions. From hardware to software, everything about this display feels premium. Not only do you get a 90 Hz high refresh rate for seamless scrolling, but also an ultra-responsive 360 Hz touch reporting rate for seamless interaction with instant touch response. To keep everything protected, Gorilla Glass 5 brings supreme durability that can comfortably survive drops from 1.2 meters and offers more than twice the scratch resistance compared to other types of glass used in this price segment. The 2400 by 1080 Full HD Plus display resolution brings flagship level clarity, and combined with a peak brightness of 1000 nits, delivers a viewing experience that is clear, bright, and detailed even under direct sunlight. When you add it all up, what you get is a best-in-class display with not only a super smooth 90 Hz refresh rate, but also an ultra-vibrant Super AMOLED display. This is a true flagship level display. With viewing experience taken to the next level, everything about this display feels premium, from viewing to scrolling to screen interaction. With this best-in-class display, dull display experience has now been terminated. With the Realme 10, we've reached higher than we've ever reached before, with the goal of making a phone that would really wow users. At this price segment, you'll often have to make a choice between a quality chipset or a quality display. But we don't want our users to have to make that choice. With the Realme 10, you get both a segment-leading chipset and a segment-leading display, along with other power features like 16 gigs dynamic RAM and super efficient UFS 2.2 storage. But the surprises don't stop there. We're not just looking to make the most powerful phone this price segment has ever seen. We're looking to make a phone with power that lasts. The Realme 10 is a phone that was built to perform like day one, even after 1,000 days of use. This is the only smartphone ever to receive an A mark for the TÜV SÜD 36-month fluency rating, meaning the Realme 10 is certified to perform just like new after 36 months of use. This is a phone that will wow you for years to come with performance that lasts. The final target of the Terminator, of course, has to be photography. Photography is something our users care deeply about. They want no-nonsense cameras that just work and deliver amazing results with great hardware and great software. At this price segment, not all phones are able to deliver these results. The three most common problems cameras at this price segment face are unclear photos that lack detail, slow night shots that result in a dark blur, and unclear selfies that don't bring out your best features. The solution is a 50-megapixel camera optimized for maximum color and clarity, making the best use of hardware and software to deliver stunning results. The 50-megapixel primary camera and 16-megapixel selfie camera on the Realme 10 are perfectly tuned to capture super small details, resulting in greater clarity. The black and white camera opens up new creative possibilities when you want to capture something a little more moody. It's our color AI algorithm combined with our 50-megapixel primary camera that really makes our photos stand out from the competition. Just compare these photos for yourself. Look at how much more vibrant the colors are on the Realme 10 and how much finer the details are. Instead of flat colors, you get a brilliant pop of colors with the Realme 10, and you get significantly more details and clarity, both on the subject and in the background. With brilliant colors and incredible details, these are the types of photos the Realme 10 is capable of capturing. Look at how the colors come to life and really draw you in. The cameras on the Realme 10 open up a whole new world of storytelling through your images. ProLight imaging technology is the same software innovation used in our 9 Pro Plus, and it's now coming to the Realme 10 along with the Flash Night View algorithm. When combined, night shot speed is increased by an astounding 121%, and more details are retained and brought to life. With the Realme 10, you can look your best, even at night. Look at the way these colors pop in the night shots, and at the clarity of detail in the model. The Realme 10 captures night shots super fast, with super impressive results, and it's all thanks to the way our hardware and software work in unison. Even the selfie camera is capable of capturing rich detail, thanks to the combination of 16 megapixels plus our Clear Fusion algorithm. Again, have a look at the color and the clarity of this selfie, taken using the Realme 10. We know our users care about photo quality, and that's why we really brought it with these cameras. The Realme 10 has a wonderful set of cameras that are super fun to snap with, even at night. Great clarity, great colors, and quick shooting speed make the photography experience truly phenomenal. With a 50 megapixel main camera and software optimized for color and clarity, poor photography experience has now been terminated. This is a powerful phone. We've brought power in a way this price segment has never seen before. From hardware to software, everything about this phone screams power. Even the speakers come with a powerful surprise, a 200% Ultra Boom speaker, allowing you to play music at maximum volume, then taking that sound and doubling it through software. So if you're at a party and nobody brought speakers, you can still make the room come to life with a super loud sound. And for the music lovers out there who prefer a headphone jack, we've brought that too, giving you the option to use your preferred headphones for maximum audio quality. This is the most powerful phone this price segment has ever seen, so you can bet we brought the power to design as well. Like all of our number series phones, we took inspiration from the power of light for this design, and in particular, the sweeping force that it can have. This is a design that captures speed and force together through light and particles. That's why we're calling it light particle design. It's a design that captures the multiple forces of light. It's calming power, just like the way the Realme 10 feels thin and light in the hand, and it's sweeping power, just like the particles and beams on the back design sweep through, revealing alternative paths and creating new ones. But it's the details of this design that really shine. The coating solution on the back was specially designed to reduce fingerprints and feel extraordinary in your hand. This is achieved through 6 nanolayer films that make this design not only breathtaking to look at under different lighting conditions, but also make it durable and long-lasting, so it will look good for years to come. And if you get even deeper into the details, you see just how serious we take our design. Our plasma atom coating process uses plasma electrons to transfer trillions of atoms onto a single sheet, creating more depth of color and deeper textures with multiple layers that reflect light in unique ways. The Realme 10 is a phone you're going to love. It's super thin at only 7.95 millimeters, the thinnest Realme smartphone ever released globally, and super light too, with a weight of only 178 grams. That means longer gaming sessions without the strain in your hands, and more comfort when carried in your pocket. We're bringing 2 fantastic colors to the Realme 10. Clash White for the bold. The sweeping force of light really comes to life with this design, and the particles shine with remarkable brilliance. Rush Black for the ambitious. This is a really intense design that feels ultra dominant in every way. You still get the light particles and the sweeping beams, but in a colorway that feels more classic. This is a phone design you're going to find yourself looking at a lot, because it's so fun to look at under different lighting conditions and at different angles. It's always changing, and it comes to life right before you. At Realme, we believe in making standout phones at every price segment. That means standout performance, standout features and technology, and standout design. The Realme 10 is a power user's dream, and light particle design captures the sweeping force of this phone. It is the lightest phone we've ever released in global markets, and also the most powerful we have ever released at this price segment, and the most powerful ever in the history of this price segment. This is a phone that was made to sweep through the competition. From hardware to software, everything about this phone screams power. Best-in-class G99 chipset, best-in-class 90Hz AMOLED display, best-in-class performance, the lightest phone we have ever released globally, with other power features like 60 gigs dynamic RAM, superior camera quality, and battery life that lasts. This is the most powerful phone ever in the history of this segment, with performance that will feel just like day one, even after 1,000 days of use. This is the power of leap forward technology and the start of a new generation of the number series. The Realme 10 will make you more competitive than ever, with more best-in-class features than ever. No more choices, just raw power.
Realme 10. Fino a 16 GB di RAM dinamica. Processore Helio G99. Display AMOLED da 90 Hz. Design ispirato alle particelle di luce, spesso solo 7,95 mm. Batteria da 5000 mAh. Ricarica rapida da 33 W. Altoparlante Ultra Boom 200%. Realme 10, il king delle performance con la RAM più grande sul mercato e processore G99.
In keeping with our fans first spirit, we're giving fans the chance to co-create with us through our Realme UI co-creation platform. Now you can have a direct influence on the way your software looks and feels. An all-new UI to unleash the power of the Realme 10. This is a segment-leading phone with segment-leading power. So now, for the part you've been waiting for, price. The price of the Realme 10 with 8 gigs RAM and 128 gigs storage is... This is the most powerful phone the price segment has ever seen. We hope you enjoy using it as much as we enjoyed making it. Thanks for joining us for the Realme 10 product launch. We'll see you all again soon.